Hey everybody, this is Roberta Eastman from Home Buyers Inventory. Thank you so much for joining us for our next question up. A lot of people ask us, is a rent-to-own program worth trying? So on Home Buyers Q&A number 36, today we're going to answer that question for you, give you some things to think about, and some food for thought. So when you think about it, there are a lot of options to acquire a property, and one of them is through a rent-to-own home agreement. A lease-to-own agreement is an alternative to the traditional way of buying a house. But unlike buying immediately with rent-to-own, you get to try the home before you buy. In this article, we're going to discuss if a rent-to-own home program is worth trying. Now, there are a lot of advantages and disadvantages depending on what position you're in when trying a rent-to-own home. Today, we're going to try to help you assess whether the program suits you or not. Here at Home Buyers Inventory, we're going to help you all throughout the process. So let's talk about some of the common advantages of the rent-to-own program. Number one, and this is with us here at Home Buyers Inventory, even if you have bad credit score and that's your status, you can still engage in our program. We will help you improve your credit rating by renting you the property for a specific time period. We also have other ways that we can help, and we'll share those ways with you so that you're in the best position you can be when you go to buy your home. And what renting the home to you allows you to do while you're getting ready to get mortgage ready allows you the time you need to gain points on your credit score to get a loan to purchase the property. Number two, with a lease-to-own home, you have the chance to actually live in and decide whether or not you want to buy it. Number three, the price of the home will not change. The contract price upon commencement is fixed and final. That means the purchase price is guaranteed to you throughout the agreed upon term. We here at Home Buyers Inventory, we also guarantee you your rent for that time period. Let's look at some of the common disadvantages of renting to own a program. Number one, owning a property does not always guarantee appreciation. Now, real estate has been known over many years to be one of the best investments as a homeowner because it does go up in appreciation. And again, in the rent-to-own contract, the agreement price is fixed. Number two, you have somewhat limited control. In some rent-to-own home programs, they do not allow any renovations to the house. And while renting the property, it does not make you the owner, and as a result, you do not have full control over it. And typically, does not give you the right to make decisions over the property unless it is approved by the owner or landlord. But the good news, here at Home Buyers Inventory, you can actually paint, decorate, change the home to make it your own. We make sure that you and your family will feel comfortable in the house. And there's two things we ask. Do not remove any load-bearing walls or change the roof line structurally on the home until you own it. Outside of that, you are able to make it your own. Number three, it can be more expensive. See, a rent-to-own could end up costing you more money, especially if you're not really committed to the program. Now, if you're committed, then it is the same or less than buying the home traditionally. But if you're not committed, you're going to pay for any damages and a breach of contract if you do not do your part fully on the said agreement. And that means if you don't pay your rent, you would be in breach of contract. In conclusion, there may be disadvantages in trying out the rent-to-own program, but remember, the advantages definitely outweigh the disadvantages. So ask yourself, is the rent-to-own home program worth trying? You know, the old saying is, if you won't try it, then you'll never know the answer, and you'll be renting the rest of your lives. My parents did that. then my mom passed away. And my father was left in his 80s looking around and saying, where am I going to live now? Now what? He ended up moving from kid to kid to kid, and then he passed away too. So I don't ever want to see anybody renting for the rest of their lives, and we're providing an opportunity for people to determine whether or not a rent-to-own program is available and good for them. So I would ask myself, is Home Buyers Inventory going to help me with the process? And of course the answer is going to be a very big yes. And as we always say with our hashtag, Move In with HBI, we will assure you that we are here throughout until you get the traditional mortgage from a bank to your dream home. So visit us at www.homebuyersinventory.com to learn more about our rent-to-own program, but more importantly, to get your answers to the questions. And we have a lot of blog information that's free to you. And also, you can get free winter heating checklist. So visit us at www.homebuyersinventory.com. And again, you always see our hashtag Move In with HBI.